All right, let's get started. What we're diving into today isn't some casual hobby. No, this is a critical briefing on what is, essentially, a survival skill for anyone who truly wants to be free. Your objective is crystal clear. Take complete command of your financial future.
Our entire strategy, everything we're about to cover, is built on this one powerful piece of wisdom from Benjamin Franklin. You see, the best returns you'll ever get, they don't come from a hot stock tip or a piece of property. They come from the one asset you have total 100% control over, your own knowledge.
So, let's get right to it. Before we even start analyzing the threats on the horizon, we need to make your role in this whole operation official. Consider this your formal appointment to a new command position.
This right here, this is the new reality. By simply deciding to take control of your own finances, you've promoted yourself right to the top. You're now the chief executive officer of your own life, making the big strategic calls that will echo for decades.
And this is the part that really matters. With this command position comes absolute accountability. The responsibility, it's all yours. Every single outcome, whether it's good or bad, rests squarely on the decisions you make from this day forward.
Okay, so your command is established. Now you need to understand the battlefield. And in finance, the most dangerous threats, well, they're often the ones you can't see. They're invisible forces on the radar. So let's light them up.
Your number one enemy is inflation. And don't just think of it as some percentage point you hear about on the news. The source material frames it as something far more dangerous. A predator, silently and constantly eating away at the value of every single pound or dollar you've left just sitting around.
But inflation isn't your only problem. You're also navigating a minefield of ridiculously complex tax laws, sudden market shifts that can wipe out wealth in an instant, and a constant flood of new opportunities, from real estate to digital assets, that all require you to be incredibly sharp to take advantage of.
This slide really boils down your fundamental choice. Leaving cash just sitting there isn't being safe, it's a guaranteed loss over time. Investing your capital, on the other hand, isn't just about growth. It's your primary, active defense against all these invisible threats.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures what happens when you do nothing. And this isn't an opinion, okay? It's a mathematical certainty. In the long run, saving alone is a losing strategy, period.
Okay, so we've assessed the threats. Now, how do we fight back? The answer is actually pretty simple. It's a consistent, daily intelligence gathering protocol. This is your daily briefing, and it's exactly how you build your defense.
This is your new standard operating procedure. First, read one high-quality finance book a year. That's it, just one. Let that wisdom sink in. Second, use all that dead time, your commute, your workout, to listen to finance podcasts and audiobooks. And finally, this is critical. Clean up your social media. Unfollow the influencers flashing rented luxury and follow proven, credible educators.
You know, when you commit to this daily routine, you're doing more than just gathering information. It acts as a knowledge force multiplier. It amplifies the power of every single dollar you earn, and it makes your money work smarter and harder for you.
Let's look at the raw data here. A financially literate investor, someone who really understands asset allocation, can safely target returns of 7 or 8%. But someone just relying on a basic savings account, they might get 1%, if they're lucky. The gap between those two is enormous.
And over 2 decades, that gap, it isn't just a number on a chart. It translates into a life-changing amount of money. We're talking hundreds of thousands of pounds in extra wealth. This is the real, tangible power of investing in what you know.
So, we've seen the reward for knowledge, but now we have to look at the other side of the coin, the penalty for neglecting it. Because there is a steep, steep price to pay for a lack of understanding.
This might be the most critical concept in this entire briefing. This one single tax will cost you more than your income tax, property tax, and sales tax all combined over your lifetime if you don't do something to eliminate it.
And here's how you pay it. You pay it through every bad decision, every missed deduction, every scam you fall for, and every unnecessary fee you accept simply because you didn't know any better. Self-education is how you stop paying this penalty.
All right, you have the intelligence, you understand the threats, and you have the strategy. Now it's time to execute the mission. Think about it like this. You are the captain of this ship, and the financial ocean out there, it's rough and it is unforgiving. You can have all the fuel in the world, all the money, but if you can't read the instruments, you're just going to drift, or worse, you're going to crash. So it all comes down to this one choice. Financial freedom isn't a matter of luck, it's a matter of skill. So the question is, will you learn how to navigate the storms of inflation and taxes? Or are you just going to drift and leave your future up to chance?
Your orders are clear. The mission begins now. Start today. Stay consistent with your learning, and then just watch. Watch as you begin to steer your life toward the destination that you choose. You are in command.